Hi, it's Joni again, coming to you from my living room. It's a mess. I also have family, friends that are family over visiting me from North Carolina. My best friend Donna's right here. She won't wave or nothing. Okay, there's her arm waving. There she is. Hi, Donna. She came here. She comes here every summer, but especially she made sure to get here to help me through this surgery, and it's not the first one she's helped me through. She's helped me through tonsillectomies and other stuff. So anyway, just a few facts. I never did get to have a pre-op, like the day of, wait. So that will remain a mystery for the rest of my life. This is the first day I felt like doing anything, but oh boy, when I felt like doing something, I'm just up and down. And actually I probably should put some deodorant on because I'm doing a lot of stuff. I had a shower for the first time. In the hospital, I felt miserable. They didn't tell me I wouldn't be on any of my normal medicines there. So I normally take Effexor and stuff like that for psych medicines, and I didn't take it, which led to some pretty hefty anxiety attacks. So know your doctor, know your plan, and if you're planning on with the exact hospital stay, make sure that they already have something ordered for your nerves if you're going to be going off of psych meds, and maybe even if you're not. In my personal recommendation, it's better to need it and not have it than have it and not need it. No. Reverse that. That's what I actually meant. So I've been hot as can be ever since I had my surgery. I've been drinking really well. Got that little ounce cup and I fill it up halfway and I take 2 sips of it at a time. Right now I'm just drinking water. The doctor said even though I'm technically on phase 2 diet, he wanted me to just take these next few days and stay hydrated. So that is what I'm doing, and I'm doing a great job. I finished my first bottle of water that I started with on the way home earlier today, and I finished another bottle of water a little while ago, and it is 5:30 and I'm started on another bottle of water. So go Joni. I heard my future son-in-law say earlier today that he thought I looked like or last night that I looked like I had a little neck of less of a turkey gobbler on my neck. I did lose some weight on my pre-op diet. I'm sure I'm losing weight now. I have absolutely no desire to eat. People can eat around me just fine. I'm just worried about the smells. I'm not sure if they're going to bother me or not, so I try to kind of steer away from some of this, eating something that has a strong odor to it. My husband has been wonderful to me. Last night, I slept in the recliner and I was like, ooh and ah, like a person who just had surgery. And today, I don't know, I just have a bundle of nervous energy and I'm bouncing around here like the Energizer Bunny, in between times of laying down on my belly, well, on my right side of my belly, for a little nap about an hour at a time. And I get up from that about 900 times before I decide to actually sleep. So when I was in the hospital and they were telling me, you have to walk, you have to walk, you have to walk, you have to walk, and acting like I was a criminal because I had only walked 3 times that day and not as far as they wanted me to, or not exactly when they wanted me to. Fear not, PT people, nurses, I am walking like crazy. My house is small and I've made so many laps around this house, I've probably walked the length of that hall in the hospital, down outside, maybe back to the car. I don't know, but I've been walking. And I've been using my incentive spirometer. If they don't give you one of these things, you make sure they give you one. I don't have it in here with me. I wish I did. But it's this thing that you breathe into. It's blue and white. And it's not that you breathe into it, it's that you suck the air and you try to get it up to a certain level and keep it there. Well, here comes my husband with it. I wish she would have brought me a drink of water too, because I'm thirsty. And I just took some pain medicine a little bit ago because I wasn't able to lay on my belly like I wanted. So, no, that's not God telling me something. That's just God telling me I've moved around a whole bunch, and it's been hours and hours since I took my medicine. Not like forever and 100 years, like 4 hours. Okay, so this thingamabob, incentive spirometer, breathing machine, blowing machine, whatever y'all want to call it. But you suck air up into it. And you do the best you can. This thing is super important, I will tell you, as a nurse and a patient. First of all, when you wake up and you have that feeling of gas from the bypass, you're going to have that. You're going to need to tell that gas it's got to go someplace. Because what happened is they blew up your abdomen. And the only two ways to tell it to go someplace are to walk, which obviously I did, but not enough for everybody's loving. But try to do what they tell you to. Please, please, please. But, you know, it's your body. It could be your blood clot. But it is super important that you use your incentive spirometer, because it's the other thing besides walking that will tell your body, hey, get rid of all this extra stuff. This extra gas doesn't belong here. And it blows up your lungs really good. Not in a bad way, but it inflates them really well, so you don't get pneumonia. Because even though it's only a couple of days, even though you don't get a lot of sleep and you feel like you're very uncomfortable, trust me, it's too much laying around, especially right after you just had something major done. That's why they had me on heparin. This is my happy little glass. It's actually a medical cup, you know, the kind they give you liquids in. I normally only fill it halfway, but this is filled about 3/4 of the way, so maybe to 20 cc's. And I just take a few sips here and there, and before you know it, you'll be halfway through a bottle, like I am right now. Wow, halfway through, that's pretty quick actually. Well, few tips. If you love somebody and you're dependent on that person and you think you're going to miss them to death, see if they can take off work and be with you for a few days. Ask my husband. He's like, it's like for me having my mom with me. It's like having my mommy, only it's my husband. And he'll do anything for me. And so would my mom, obviously. My mom lives just a couple houses across, down the she lives next door to me, basically. This is not as coherent as I had hoped it would be, but I just wanted to tell everybody, cheers. I am on the other side of it. Yes, it did seem as awful as all that, but I found myself, after sleeping the night in the recliner chair with my husband next to me, and us getting up and going to the bathroom, and they will ask you if you're passing gas. I didn't pass gas till I left the hospital, but boy, have I been passing gas since. Haven't had a BM yet. Today is, what day is it? Huh? It's the 4th. I had surgery apparently on the 1st. So, that's what we know. Today. So this is what? 3 days post-op or 4? What day of the week is it? Okay, I had surgery on Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, I'm 4 days out from surgery. I know that wasn't as coherent as it probably could have been, should have been, but if I wait to get it polished, next time you see me trying to do this, I might already be skinny. So, not that skinny is the goal, but healthy is the goal. And I feel like I was really regretting this journey. I already have said the words, I regret this already. And what did I do to myself? But now I feel like, you know what? It's good. I'm having a good day. Was able to take my medicine, my vitamins, drink in my water, take a shower, be around people who love me. If I just had central air, it would be perfect. But God got me through all this, and I give all the credit and the glory to God to give me competent people to take care of me, and just to be watching over me while I was going through everything. And I want to say thank you to all the people who prayed for me, because there were very many. And for anybody who wants to continue praying for me, or who wants to start, if you haven't already been, I'd appreciate that. Thank you, dear Lord, in Jesus' name. Lord, I'm starting to pray. Thank you, and I appreciate everyone who's prayed. And please pray for others that are also going through this journey. It's not an easy journey, not so far, but it's getting better already. I'm sure it'll change, but right now, this is where I am. Have a great day. Bye.